What up with y'all, man? It's the mental ninja doing my thing, my thug thizzle. Welcome to whoever that is that's joined in. I'm gonna post the link in the. So yeah, today, man. Look, so last night I was on this panel, right? On another YouTuber's channel and shit, and the conversation kind of got a little heated and shit, right? Where it's like, and I know because I identify with this because I do this. I've done this shit myself, and I've learned from myself and my own activity, my own behaviors. You feel me? That like we as people, you know what I'm saying? Spirit, light, body, what's good, bro? I'm gonna post that link if you want to jump in and shit. Give me a second. Yeah, but like, so we got this conversation and stuff, and I had made a comment because like I seen like they were showing like pictures of the Baphomet and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like something I'm very knowledgeable about, just because I'm in the OTO, and one of our deities, the names we have for our deity is the Baphomet, right? And of course, there's like a lot of bad press, there's a lot of bad history, there's a lot of bad media about the shit. You know what I'm saying? To where people literally believe that there's like this fucking evil goat nigga somewhere in the universe that's waiting to do niggas in and shit, right? When it's like on some real shit, on some fairy tale Marvel versus Capcom Hollywood movie shit, that shit could be real in there. But in real life, bro, like I know there's not a fucking nigga that's got titties in the head of a goat like hanging out in the woods and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like not taking showers or whatever and stuff, making people do stuff. So I had made a comment when I brought the Baphomet up, you know what I'm saying? And I was actually going to go somewhere with it. And of course, like bully, like, oh no, this motherfucker is some nigga. So, are you a tranny? Are you a tranny? And it's like, bro, like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm trying to say is that when somebody has a concept of something that another person doesn't understand, or it doesn't like touch a part in their head or in their soul and shit, whatever, they're like either gonna misunderstand you or not understand you at all. And what happens then is we use this understanding of we start playing these games. They're called guru competitions and spiritual one-upmanship. When it's like, I'm more spiritual than you. I know more than you. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this longer than you. You know what I'm saying? And the fucked up part about it, the fallacious part about it is like, you only know what you know. You can't tell somebody else what they know. But I can't even say that you can't do that because the motherfucker with that shit, they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But what it comes down to is like it leads into the realms of dogma and superstition, to where we're using our beliefs, what we hold as good and as true, to condemn other people just because in appearance their belief is like the opposite of what we believe. So by default, a lot of religions they're polarized between black and white. You have a good guy and you have the bad guy. Anybody who doesn't agree with the good guy is the bad guy. So we got to kill him, we got to crucify, we got to condemn him, we got to ask him questions to trip him up. And really, it's spiritual hating. That's really what it is and stuff. Mental, spiritual, physical, emotional hating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when we get into these things and stuff, right? What we do is we bring our vibration and our human ability to concede, our human ability to understand. We just pretty much throw that shit out the door. And we use like, well, let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something. I'll show them this. And they're like, oh no, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look, let me show you something. This is my altar right here. This is my altar right there. You see, I got the Baphomet. You know what I'm saying? This is how I do it. I do like this, and you see, I have everything that's set up on here. Everything is set up for a specific function. It's all has some. This is my dagger and shit. No, I'm not cutting shit. I'm not stabbing niggas and sacrificing chickens. It actually has a ritual symbolic importance. I got my colic, which this is my grail and shit where I do my incense. I got my other incense and shit. I got a little tray where I burn shit. I got my book of the law. I got the Baphomet. I got this fucking special secret society sword, bro. This is for real deal. It's got juju in it. That's like that magic, right? And then otherwise I switch and pose these out for sun and moon and shit for different situations and stuff, right? And basically, the end of some they were like, "Oh man, you're worshiping that shit because that's all they know about altars. That's meant for worship. It's a place that you set up for ceremony, for ritual. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, they haven't researched that far. They look at it, they see something that's been like we're taught through education, through media, through religion. If it has a goat's head, it's evil. So every goat in the world is an evil goat. They're just evil. They're plotting this. The world is ran by goats. You know what I'm saying? And it's in more sense, in like a symbolic sense. You can kind of go that way. But when people are thinking that animals are really fucking eviler than fucking people who eat the animals, who contain the animals in paddocks, which is like an enclosed area and shit, and slaughter the animals and shit. You know what I'm saying? And destroy the world and shit. And we gonna have the audacity to be like, well, that's a goat head. So the goat head is evil. And look, and then the whole idea with the sexual connotation, like, nigga, are you a tranny? Like, nigga, do I fucking look or sound like a tranny? Nigga, the nigga asked that shit. I'm like, nigga, I look better than you. My girl look better than any girl you ever gonna get. But the thing is, I'm not trying to go into girling up and shit, who got the best looks, who got the best girl, because we go aside from the point. You know what I'm saying? And like what it's about is that when we get to these games of spiritual and upmanship, when I can tell somebody, you can't tell me nothing, I have ceased the need and want and love of philosophy, the love of knowledge. When I tell somebody you can't tell me nothing, I do not love knowledge. I am not a philosopher at that point. I do not have an open mind that's made for constructive criticism, that's made for actual seeking and using the scientific method and observance and hypothesizing it and building with other people. Once I close that door, basically what I'm saying is like, look, I will do anything to protect my beliefs because I am not willing, nor am I ready or wanting to stretch past where I'm at right now, which is, you know what, honestly, it's absolutely fine. I'm okay with people not wanting to learn something until maybe they'll get to a point they will, maybe they get to the point they won't. Either way, really, that shit ain't none of my motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? I do my best, right, to use the word, hey, consider this, especially on other people's panels. And I'm about to bring some shit that I know automatically is going to be looked at as like, oh man, what is he talking about? This nigga's talking about secret societies and shit. First time I was on Bro Sanchez's channel, I brought up secret societies and shit, right? And I was like, I'm in one. I was ready to get booed off the stage because, like, look, I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing how the people think and shit. You know what I'm saying? They hear something that they've been told is evil, they gonna treat it as such. Witch hunt, fucking kill Jesus type shit. You know what I'm saying? And so what I do is I try to be like, hey, how about how can I suggest this, or let me present this for your consideration and stuff. And I've learned that through Flat Earth, because like I was go at people like, oh no, it's like this, no, check this out, it's like this. And my girl came in one day, she's like, have you ever thought about saying consider that it may be like this? And I was like, damn, when she said, I knew what she meant. And it actually works a lot better because I'm not trying to force information down somebody's throat. I'm bringing it up for consideration or hypothesizing or a possibility and stuff. And it opens the door for open retort and shit, right? But like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, look, when I get on some of these panels and shit, you do got some niggas that think they the fucking king dingling guru nigga and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's cool, but it's not about what you talking about that interests me. It's about how you talk about it. It's not about the passion or how much you know, what books you read, or how long you've been in this order, or how many people that you're cool with on the panel. It's about like your ethical and moral level when it comes down to the conversation itself. You know what I'm saying? If like somebody's talking and then you just interrupt their ass and shit, and then you don't stop talking, and then you stop for a second and ask them a question, and then they respond. As soon as they respond, you jump back in and answer the question for them and tell them that they don't know what they're talking about. That shows me you're not very smart, you're not very bright, you're not very in tune or very aware of what's going on around you. You don't have too much patience. That's what it's telling me. You know what I'm saying? A person's ability to sit down and listen. Like when I jump on panels, a lot of times we got Diadet, we got a whole bunch do like zone 6 or whatever his name, zone 9, whatever, and they can be very, very, very long-winded and stuff. And even my boy Drop speaks slow and shit, you know what I'm saying? But he articulates his shit and he thinks about before he speaks and shit, which is good, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta sit back and just wait for the person to finish. Sometimes you want a panel with Juan Sanchez, like 5 or 6, sometimes 8 or 9 people, and you got hella personalities on, and everybody's like, and you got one nigga, no, 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 no. like dialect, which is, that's his style and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, man, like when it comes to this learning shit, bro, you got to be able to pay attention. You got to be able to be aware of shit. You got to be able to look through and see what people are talking about, how they talking about, and what it might imply. Not just automatically accept something to be fucking true just because somebody said it and they like, oh, like I'm in a secret society, therefore, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a secret society, therefore, fucking nothing, nigga. I know plenty of people in my order that really don't know shit. They ain't learning shit. They just in it. And that's cool. Just like AA. I know hella people that's in AA 30 fucking years sober, haven't touched a drug or a drink in so fucking long, like almost longer than I've been alive and shit. And what they lives like, they just there, bro. They ain't building, they ain't helping. They just show up. They throw their fucking badge of fucking time out and they leave and they come back and do it again and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then we got some people that know that big book really well and shit. But it's like, that's cool. But like when you get to talking, if you can't relate that shit to reality today, it don't matter what you know out of no fucking book. Look, I'm gonna show you books. I got hella books, nigga. I bought books like fucking literally every fucking week. I'm buying a new book. I've been growing my library, and I might even go through and just tell you what each of these books is about and shit in case you want to get the book and shit. Like, man, you know what? I like what he be talking about. Where can I get some insight on this understanding? Really, it's everywhere, right? It's really everywhere and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I have no problem sharing what I learn, where I find it, how I think about it, what it makes me think about with other people, because essentially that is exactly how I'm learning. I get on a panel and people are talking about this and that and this and that, things that I'm not thinking about. And then they talk about it, and now I'm listening to their position, and I'm thinking about going against their position and agreeing with their position, right? And I'm like, you know what? If there's something new comes together, like, hold up, hey, you know what it reminds me of? Blah 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 blah. I jump in, I say my little piece and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what building really is. We all bringing material. I don't fuck with niggas that bring. I like niggas that bring wood to the fire, not come and piss on the motherfucking fire, right? And have the fucking guru competitions. I'm smarter than you, the spiritual I've been fucking more this than you and shit. It's like, nigga, I doubt half these niggas can whoop me in the street. And I'm gonna get like that. I doubt half the niggas can whoop me in the street. Yeah, but I'm banned off Facebook right now. And as soon as I get off my ban, I'm gonna get myself banned again. Nigga, fuck them niggas, bro. And I get more hate, more shit on Facebook because I put, yeah, it's Zach Nelson, ZACNELSON, and it might have a picture of me standing against a wall. Let me show you. Let me show you some other shit, y'all. You see these masks, nigga? It might have me standing against the wall with this mask on and shit. It was a Halloween thing a couple years ago, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm actually banned on Facebook right now, but I do collect masks and shit. But like, look, half these niggas that be using, they be on Facebook beasts, YouTube beasts. We in prison, they sell beasts. They banging on the cell, talking gang and shit. Yard pop, the niggas get really silent. Really silent. You know what I'm saying? They mean mugging in the car and shit with the homies, but by themselves, they really silent. Like me, I'm this nigga. I'm like, I could be unpredictable, but really look, I don't judge a person based on what they talk about. I'm not looking to poke holes in people's arguments. I'm looking to have arguments, have debates. And that requires me to use some kind of logic, to use some kind of sound reasoning, to use some kind of valid understanding and some kind of cogent belief system and shit. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, all I'm going to be interested in doing is protecting my position. I'm okay with being wrong about shit because that means I get to learn something new. But shit I won't do is go tell another nigga what they should be doing. That's if anybody should do it, it should be me. If I think like, oh nigga, you know what? Nah, man, you should walk that way. And that nigga ain't trying to go that way because he got to go that way. Why don't I go that way? If I think somebody need to go about that way, it should be me. You know what I'm saying? And this is like where we get to like, and this is all I'm saying, this is a result of the manipulation, the indoctrination, the promulgation and propaganda that we see on the media. We actually in turn do that to each other. Check this out. Niggas watch fucking TV. They watch the news, the COVID thing. It's all on the news, all on the news. And you know what? You go outside and you know what niggas is doing? fucking echo bots, man. They saying the same shit that we just heard on the news, but they think that the person they talking to ain't heard it, or they on a different station and shit. So they think they coming from some kind of expert opinion. Like, no, nigga, you're not an expert opinion speaker. You nigga are just repeating. You're like a parrot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have not done the research. You have not poured through the data. You saw it on TV. They had some expert professional or some, you know, whatever they call them motherfuckers, the national history buff expert, whatever they call them and shit. And then you come out there and say the same shit, which you have no knowledge about other than you saw on TV. And so what we do is when we come in these panels and stuff, sometimes we want to be that expert and shit. We want to be so expert, we're not willing to hear anybody else. We're not even willing to admit that we wrong and shit. And if we can't, if it gets bad enough and shit, we'll try to do the group mentality. It's called groupthink, to get a whole bunch of people on another person and shit, just to make them feel like they're okay. But that's really that is. That's really a sign of weakness, nigga. I don't need no fucking body, bro. I don't need no motherfucking body to validate my shit. I walk around in public with this shit on. I'll show you the other shit I got on. I walk around in public with this bitch on too, nigga. You think I give a fuck? Ain't nobody gonna whoop me. That's one thing. I know that. Ain't nobody gonna walk up and fire on me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I walk around with this shirt right here. I gotta get a new one, but I walk around with that shirt right there, nigga. And look, and I don't give a fuck if a nigga think that shit evil. I really don't, because it's not evil. It's a fucking picture on a fucking shirt. What's evil is a person's mindset, the thoughts they thinking in their head and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I'm walking into a store, right? I go to the store, door opens, hits my fucking phone out my hand, knocks my phone to the ground, and cracks my screen. I'm like, fucking punk ass door. This fucking door set me up, nigga. This door been conspiring against me, obviously, since this morning to break my fucking phone. It's an evil door, right? It's just a motherfucking door, though. You know what I'm saying? But somehow this door has become evil because of the interaction I've had with the door. I got a broken iPhone screen, right? Next day, you see me running down the motherfucking street, being chased by 5 fucking pit bulls. Same door pop up right there, same door. I run, open the door, close the door. Whoop, dogs at the door barking and shit. They can't get in because they can't open the door and shit. And all of a sudden, man, door, you was a cool door. Thank you for being here, man. Hey, bro, door, you a good door, man. You a hella cool door, man. You helped me out. You know, door, hey, what you doing later on, door? We should hang out, door. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fucking door. But what has changed? The door ain't changed. The situation has changed. But really what it is I'm ordaining what's good and what's bad, man. Straight up. What's a good fucking day? What's a bad day? Really, what is that shit? It's when it goes my way and when it doesn't. Simple. What's good? What's evil? Let's put it like this. Evil is something I don't like. Good is something I do like. I heard a quote one time, right? Dude was like, what did he say? He said, and it was Alistair Crowley. He said, I never hated Jesus or God. I hated the Jesus and God, the people that I hated. And I was like, well, that makes some fucking sense. So I got homies and shit. I was like in the Christian, in the mosque, and sort of in the Buddhist and shit. I didn't like them niggas, so I didn't like their God either. So I didn't like them. You know what I'm saying? But what superstition and dogma, well, that and tied in with spiritual one-upmanship and guru competitions, bro, you become a Pharisee. You become a person who's only interested in lifting themselves up by finding people to condemn, by finding people to judge. And you can't do it by yourself. You need to find people that are equally able to follow what you think so you can lead like an inquisition. So you can lead like a fucking mob, fucking takeover, witch hunt over one individual or a group of individuals so you can satisfy your fucking nasty ass fucking mindset to see people hurt. And that's why dogma and superstition always leads to tyranny and oppression. It always does. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people get killed in the name of religion? You know what I'm saying? How many religions do we blame for bad things in this world? When really it could be the religion, but it's more the people doing it. Because I can hit a Bible ain't gonna do shit wrong to a nigga unless I hit him in the head with that shit. I can't fucking nigga drowning. Hey, nigga, take this scripture. Rip the throwing scriptures out that nigga. That shit ain't gonna save no motherfucking body, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's how we're using this shit, man. It's how we're using this stuff over the people. So, like, the way I look at it, man, and for me as a Thelemite, for me who was a Christian, right? I still consider myself Christian, but not what people think is Christianity. I'm more like an esoteric, occult, Gnostic Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm there to look, I'm there to learn and shit. I'm there to compare and uncover, discover, and discard. I don't gotta fucking say I'm a Christian just because Jesus is the way. I don't gotta do all that shit, man. Ain't no fucking like, you know what I'm saying, follow the leader and shit. None of that shit for me, bro. I'm here to learn, bro. So when I'm learning Buddhism, I'm studying that. I'm Buddhist. When I'm studying fucking anything, I have to be in that mindset to be open to it and shit. You know what I'm saying? But really, I'm me, nigga. Zach Nelson, the mental ninja. And Sabanu. That's who I really am. All that other shit has nothing to do with shit because I get to define who I am today. And no religion, being a Thelemite don't define me and shit because what good for me is it to be a Thelemite and say, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, love is the law, love under will, and believe the law of light, life, love, and liberty if I can't show it. They gonna see like, man, yeah, that nigga's that like people in AA see like, man, Zach cool as hell, man. He be saying some cool ass shit, man. Like he thinks so deep, man. I like the stuff he says. Sometimes I can't understand it, but then I can ask him, he'll tell me what he meant and or explain it to me a little bit more and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know anything about the Lima, but I do like the way that he carries himself. I do like the way he treats his girl. I do like the way he treats his son. I like the way he treats other people. Look, I'm a fucking 4-time convicted felon. I done been to prison. I done been in jail a whole bunch of times. I got all kind of crazy ass charges on my record and shit, man. I am a violent offender and shit. Not convicted offender because nigga, you also kind of gotta be somewhat smart, you know what I'm saying, not to get caught because you can't. It's just more difficult when you get violent crimes and shit. I do got violent charges, but like one thing about me, man, is like if the person looks at my rap sheet, they look at my convictions and shit. Burglary, fucking assault and battery with a deadly weapon and shit, kidnapping, tampering with a witness, false imprisonment and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sales, possession, delivery of marijuana, controlled substance, controlled substance. You know, all that disrupting, all that kind of stuff. They gonna look at that paper and they gonna have a fucking dossier in their head of who I am. But then if they meet me first, they look at that paper, they're like, damn, why you just made some mistakes? Because I can't even see that being you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I walk down the street, some chick gonna grab their purse. I ain't no skinny nigga. I'm actually pretty swollen shit. Now I ain't gonna say actually, but yeah, something like that. But look, what it comes down to, man, is something I want to present to the chat or to the people that's watching, whatever, is like this is what I'm about, right? I might talk all this crazy sounding shit, showing Baphomet pictures and all these crazy books, but you know what I'm doing? I'm presenting it in a way that other people might be like, well, damn, he's doing it. He like a regular nigga though, too. You know what I'm saying? Like he like for real, a regular nigga to do the Raiders shit. He might have some other weird ass shit on and stuff, but look, that he's not like a regular nigga though. So like, what is he doing that's allowed him to open up and actually go into this shit? Is it okay, or is automatically, nigga, you gonna have your soul stole? Like you can't steal a fucking soul, no fucking way. Shit don't even make sense. But it do because of movies, because of dogma and superstition that they scare us with the Santa Claus. Like we would really get a fucking lump of coal or some shit like that. You know, they scare us at an early age, so they just fucking switch up the dogma on us. They switch up the superstition and we jump right into it. Oh my God, yeah. Oh no, here over here. Yeah, we're safe. Oh no, there it is. You know what I'm saying? And what we doing, we scaring ourselves. And at the end of the day, the bad thing is that it stops us from having relationships with other people, of being adequate servants of God and his children. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what I'm about. I'm out there trying to fight. I don't put my hands on nobody. And since 2015, the last person I put my hands on, I hit that nigga so hard. Like we were looking for his teeth. I thought it knocked his goals out. Bro, I knocked all his teeth under his fucking tongue. This shit was crazy. I thought it was funny, but it was fucked up too. It was hella fucked up. And then I would leave the house and shit. I thought they would call the police on me and shit. That's how I do it, right? But anyway, I've been putting my hands on people in over 5 years. I got like 3 years sobriety. So like the things that I'll be studying, bro, I study shit because I just want to know, is it really bad? I'm not talking about, oh, if you don't know if robbing a bank is bad. No, I'm talking about studying and learning this shit because really what I want is I want to grow farther in the spirit and the fellowship of mankind. I'm not really trying to walk around be Billy Badass. I know more than you. I done this better than you. Da 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 da. None of that shit really matters. And shit like, nigga, what you got to bring to the table? I ain't trying to hear about your accolades and what you did 30 years ago, nigga, because it's today. What you got for today, bro? You got some wood for the fire or you got piss for the fire? If you got piss, go piss over there. And when you over there taking the piss, bring back some motherfucking wood, nigga. That's how I look at this shit. So, like, I don't care if somebody Christian, they Buddhist, they Islamic, they fucking Muslim, whatever the shit, don't matter to me, bro. Because I fuck with all the books. I got a Quran. My homeboy got my body like Gita. I got a Bible and I got a Quran. And I got a whole bunch of shit right here, bro. A whole bunch of motherfucking shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I love knowledge. I want to learn as much as I can. I don't want to get in these mindsets that if I don't fucking do this, then I'm going to go to hell. Or if I do this, I'm going to go to heaven. Because you know what's going to have me doing? It's going to only have me doing shit to go to heaven. No, I'm serious. Personal shit, selfish shit. Well, if I don't think, and that's the thing is, we don't got no proof of this shit. You know, like, oh, well, I'm not going to do this because the Bible said this or this person said that. So, you know what? The mask is patriotic now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wear a mask just because it's patriotic, because, you know, I get to walk around and I'm the hero. Now I'm the hero. I'm saving mankind from this fucking invisible ass entity and shit by putting this mask on and shit. And that's how dogma works, bro. That's how superstition works. The media is the new church. Social media is the media is the new God. Social media is the new church. You know what I'm saying? When it's like, oh my God, there's this, I can wear any one of these motherfucking masks and not catch COVID. But I walk into a store with one of these bitches on, then niggas gonna be like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You got to cover your mouth. I'm like, I got a mask on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad, bro, because like that's where we get out of touch with our own selves. And the whole idea is about growing closer to people, relationship wise, as far as understanding and building that shit. You can't build that shit if you looking to fucking one up everybody every time you come onto a panel. I don't give a fuck where nigga been, how long he been there and shit. I really don't. It's like I'm more interested in hearing what they have to say, really, because I want to bring something good to the panel. I'm hoping to help somebody out, really. You know what I'm saying? That's that AA in me too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really with the blame shit. I really don't blame. Oh, it's the elites. They blah 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 blah. Oh, it's the Satan. That nigga's making people steal shit that they don't need, that he need in hell. Like PlayStations and cars and shit. The nigga need a car in hell where everything on fire because his last car burned up. That shit don't make sense. It don't make sense and shit. But we use that shit to fucking judge other people. He's got a demon in him, or he's of the devil. Like, nigga, how, nigga? Like, that shit sound good. Like, we watching like who? Like his mom. I think I knew his mom. Like, which one was the devil? It just don't make sense. It's just retarded. It's illogical, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I can't bring that, it's gonna build up the panel and shit, or build up the fucking society. Ain't no point in me being there. I'm just tearing down. I'm just like, I'm on the site. I'm not doing Nathan at all. You know. But look, let's do some. I'm gonna show you some of these books real quick, man, because like, you know, I believe that the shit that I'll be looking at is interesting. If you want to like get some fucking shit that's gonna it might inspire some free thought in your mind, I'm gonna show you some books. I'm gonna start from right here. So this the book. It's called Occult Fundamentals and Spiritual Unfoldment. Let me see. I can turn this camera around. Let me see this shit. Oh, wrong button. I guess not. I thought I did it before and shit, but hold up. Camera. Here we go. Back camera. Say no more. All right, so check this out. This is my library. This is the books right here. That's my lady. She Miss New like last year summer. Yeah, early this year. These are the books I got. I got more books, but they like at my mom's house in storage and shit like that. So this book right here, Occult Fundamentals and Spiritual Unfoldment, Volume 1, the early writings. So this is a book written by a member of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It's a pretty dope book. It talks about like the planets and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got the Tree of Life, the correspondence. Or anybody who's interested in learning about the Tree of Life and shit, this is a book you might want to check out. You know what I'm saying? It actually breaks down. It's actually like a fucking like a textbook to help you understand, you know, how these things work in the terms, what they look, the wisdom of the alphabet. That shit sounds dope right there. They got 22 in here. You know what I'm saying? They talking about some very important shit, right? You know what I'm saying? The Ruach, they got the whole breakdown of the Kabbalah Tree of Life and stuff, the planets and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is actually a really fucking dope book. You know what I'm saying? I got part 2 too. I got my ashtray real quick. Yeah, I got part 2 of this book, which is I'm gonna show you right now. And like I said, man, I'm just like showing you that guys and shit in case y'all want to like get some more books that you trying to look for. You looking, if you seeking, bro, I'm gonna share with y'all. This is what I've been looking at. Esoteric Secrets of Meditation and Magic, the early writings, right? This is just about the same dude from the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. You see the Egyptian, you see the fucking Christian, you see the Trinity, you see the Jewish, you know what I'm saying? All this shit, it's all telling a story, bro. It's all saying something. But this book, you got chromatic notes in it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I have yet to read this book. I just got like last week. You know what I'm saying? But it has sacred geometry. You fuck with bro Sanchez and that sacred geometry, this might interest you, man. This might interest you in shit. Look, check this out. Esoteric Secrets of Magic. You know what I'm saying? And no, you're not gonna go to hell. You're not gonna be corrupted. Look at that flat earth shit right there, bro. Who in the middle? Who in the middle of this shit? Boom. Me, you, the earth, all of us. Look at that shit. The moon centric. You know what I'm saying? Or you can look at it from the earth right here, the 4 elements, where they all meet at. So, like, yeah, I haven't read this book, but I got it because I will. I'm like 5 books down right now. There's another book, Modern Magic. This is a dope-ass book. This book ain't like a book you just like open up and read front to back. This is a textbook. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn about magic with a K, the science and art of causing change and conformity with will. Look, the mind and the tarot of the Tree of Life. So this is like you study this book. You learn the operations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not going to hell. Look, who that look like? Motherfucking Ben Kenobi, nigga. They try to say it was Jesus, but they ain't fooled me. I'm fucking with y'all. But this is a meditation. Hey, Yod Hey Vav Hey Elohim Yod Hey Vav Hey Eloha Vadahat Shaddai El Chai Adonai Haaretz. You know, this is the ritual of the middle pillar right here. This is a beautiful meditation act, which I know myself. I learned it from this book. You know what I'm saying? But I got taught to in my order. But you can find out this book. The shit that we do in the order ain't like secret information you can't learn for yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is the lesser banished ritual, the LBRP, the lesser banished ritual pentagram. No, it is not evil. It's a meditation practice where you become the center of all known creation of the whole cosmos, and you draw the pentagram and shit, which is not evil. It's a 5-pointed star. Notice that it's up. Spirit is always up. You know what I'm saying? And you're basically aligning yourself with the universe and making yourself a center and also the circumference of the universe. It's a balancing. So this is a dope ass book, Modern Magic by Daniel Craig or Donald Michael Craig. Right? Let me grab something else. Another one. This is a gift for my 3rd sobriety birthday. This is Ceremonial Magic. It's a complete book. It's a Llewellyn book, edited by Lon Malduquette, who is a Freemason and also the oldest member of the OTO that's living, the oldest and longest living member. And David Shoemaker, who's also in the OTO, and he's a psychologist out of Sacramento. Dope shit. Same type of thing. This was a personal book. I was personally getting this from Lon. But I'm just gonna go to the table of contents. You see the same shit happen. Tree of Life, you know what I'm saying? The 3 pillars, the 9 chambers, all this stuff, bro. But it tells you how to make sigils. It tells you, you know what I'm saying? It gives you understanding about the planets and their symbols, which these are sigils right there. You know what I'm saying? And this is dope. It's like an in-depth book and shit. You see like that? You got sigil work right there. It helps you understand the planets and stuff and how the operations work from the position of a magician. No, you won't go to hell for reading that shit. It's a book. You go to hell if you believe in that shit for doing fucked up shit. Uh-oh. Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike. This is an evil Luciferian book. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. It's a book. This is a dope-ass book. Let me show you some. Force, unregulated or ill-regulated, is not only wasted in the void like that of gunpowder, burned in the open air, and steam of unconfined by science, but striking in the dark, and its blows, meeting only the air, they recoil and bruise itself. It is destruction and ruin. It is the volcano and the earthquake and the cyclone, not growth and process. It is the polyphemus blinded, striking at random and falling headlong among the sharp rocks by the impetus of his own blows. So basically, the blind force of the people is a force that must be economized and also managed, as the blind force of steam, lifting ponderous iron arms and turning the large wheels, is made to bore and rifle the and cannon and to weave the most delicate lace. So what he's saying right there is like, nigga, if you don't got control over yourself, yeah, that's the force that people ain't talking about. You got to govern and enslave them all. Like, nigga, you got to fucking govern yourself. You the person, you the people. This book right here. I don't know if you can get this one. Probably can. Let's start. That shit my friend gave me. Let me take this shit out. This book right here is about the Catholic, the EGC, Oro Templi Orientis, our Gnostic Mass. It basically has the breakdown of everything and what everything means and stuff, and it's pretty dope. But I had to use this book so I can do my memorization. It talks about like all the saints that we have in our order and shit, and like their lives and stuff. It breaks down like the actual Gnostic Mass and stuff, the things that we do, the Dew Guard and the Hailing Sign of the Magician. This is a Masonic shit right here. A Mason will know what the fuck that shit is. Dew Guard. They'll know this symbol and shit. That's a tiled symbol in their shit, but it's untiled in ours. So I ain't breaking no oaths. But it gives like the history of the OTO and shit, you know what I'm saying, and all the parts of the Nazi mask. It's actually a nice looking book. Mystery of Mystery. Here we got some fun shit right here. This book I suggest everybody get. If you want to learn about self-initiation, if you're like, oh, I don't want to join the order, but I want to learn about if I can illuminate myself, this is where I'll point you to. Mabel Collins, collection of 7 books, Light on the Path, right? It's also on YouTube. So I've read this book. Where I pass, all my children know me. That's the initiation. That's the initiation call. You know what I'm saying? This is a dope ass book, The Illumined Way. So if you're looking like, hey man, how can I learn about initiation? I don't want to take no oaths. I don't want to be a part of no big group of people and stuff that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To be bound to them by some kind of oath or whatever. You know, this is where I will go. This is exactly where I'll point you to. This shit basically contains everything that you're going to learn in any kind of secret society, like the moral and ethical principles of it. So if you want to get this book, get it. Yes, it is kind of heavily allegorized, but you still need it. It's like somebody read like three or four times. You know what I'm saying? It's similar. I would say this book is kind of similar to the Kabbalion. You know what I'm saying? Let me read some out here for y'all. Here we go. The whole Light on the Path is written in an astral cipher and can therefore only be deciphered by one who reads astrally, and its teaching is chiefly directed towards the cultivation and development of the astral life. Until the first step has been taken in this development, the swift knowledge, which is called intuition, with certainty is impossible to man. And this positive and certain intuition is the only form of knowledge which enables a man to work or woman to work rapidly or reach his true high estate within the limit of his conscious effort. That's important, within the limit of his conscious effort. To obtain knowledge by experiment is too tedious a method for those who aspire to accomplish real work. He who gets it by certain intuition, lays hand on it on its various forms with supreme rapidity, by fierce effort of will, as a determined workman grasps his tools, that's a Masonic reference, indifferent to their weight or any other difficulty which may stand in his way. He does not stay for each to be tested. He uses such as he sees are fittest. All right. To all who are interested seriously in occultism, I say first, take knowledge. To him who hath shall be given. It is useless to wait for it. The womb of time will close before you, and in later days you will remain unborn without power. I therefore say to those who have any hunger or thirst for knowledge, attend to these rules. And basically, it breaks down like it's an initiation system. So this will be the first initiation degree for in this system. It's going to achieve the same thing that we achieve in the orders and shit. And I'm sure people are like, oh, we have to go this blah 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 blah. No, you don't. No, you don't. Before the ear can hear, it must have lost its sensitiveness. That shit is so fucking important right there, man. That shit is, I know I'm not even gonna go on. I'm gonna show you the book again. Mabel Collins, Light on the Path. There's actually a bunch of books, but the Light on the Path is so dope. And if you don't want to buy it, it is on YouTube. The audio book of Light on the Path is like 45 minutes long. All right, this book was like, when I first got sober, I was in Mount Shasta. Somebody gave me this book, and I was, it's a dope book, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a good beginner's guide and shit. Of course, like some of the concepts I no longer really like adhere to. You know what I'm saying? But it's still, look, I mean, come on. Intention, focus, and power. True desire. So either way, keep on following your joy. This is still a spiritual positive book right here. This is available on Amazon or whatever, too. You can get that there. All right, this book is a book a friend of AA wrote. He was a fucking skater and shit, so he gave me that to me to read it. I read it. All right, this is a book I just recently got. I haven't read it yet. The Adepts in the Written Western Esoteric Tradition, Orders of the Great Work by who? Manly P. Hall. Now, this nigga Manly, this nigga be dropping fucking all the jewels, bro. Sometimes this shit's kind of hard to understand, but if you want to get like a really deep, comprehensive understanding about secret societies or this initiation or this motherfucking mystical esoteric knowledge, always go to Manly P. Hall, bro. Because for one, he's a nice dude, man. He really expressed himself really well, and I don't know, the dude's just fucking something else. It's a good book though. Ooh, some fun shit, right? The Hermetic Code of the Illuminati. So this man right here, Carl Eckershausen. This man was in the Illuminati, the original Bavarian Illuminati. He actually ended up leaving the Illuminati because he didn't like the way they were doing some of the things in the order. I'm not saying like, oh, he found out they were evil and fucking having sex with goats and all kind of crazy ass shit. No, the man just saw some different positions of morale. He thought that they were more focused on, gaining, the money aspect of, rather than the mystical or the secret society order aspect of it. So he actually ended up leaving, and he wrote these books, which are more of esoteric Christianity. These are basically a bunch of letters. So he speaks a lot about Christianity in these books, which is not a bad thing, but because he is able to explain this fucking Christianity from a initiated esoteric secret society position and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, here we go. These are the three schools. These are the three degrees of the school for true interior wisdom. That of the illuminated society. And that is not an evil saying, it's just a fucking word. The same spirit which ripens men for this community also distributes its degrees by co-action of the ripened subject. So look, he's talking about like some kind of special energy or some kind of special higher conscious state that is like imparting all this wisdom to us. It could be the hidden self, the higher self, the secret self, whatever. So this book right here, I ordered it. They sent me 2 of them. I don't even know why, but fuck it. You already know what this is right here. Supreme Wisdom. It's that mathematics. It's that 5% shit right here. This is hella dope. Hella confusing. You'll find a lot of the same stuff you'll find in other books, like with the magic and shit about the planets and everything. But like basically, I mean, look, this is what attracted me. They got these numbers and shot here, right? The circumference of the planet Earth. Like, how these niggas know this shit? Boom, you know what I'm saying? Look, the thing is that this is a dope ass book. However, it is kind of like very biased. It is kind of polarized towards somewhat of hate towards other groups, which is like, I'm not really cool with that shit. I just take what I like out of it, and the hateful type shit, I just, don't hate. The Secret Magic of the Kabbalah. This is a good book right here. This is by Brother Manley. I have not read it. I started reading it shit. Like, I'll pick up a book, read like the first, 10 pages, and then put it down and see if it's something I'm gonna come into later, and like pretty much put together my reading lessons for the week. But if you want to know about Kabbalah, you're gonna get an in-depth, comprehensive study and understanding of Kabbalah from Manley Hall. But I would still use this and then read that one, or one of these other two, or other books on Kabbalah to get a further experimental understanding. This is the book I'm currently reading right now, Magic. It's pretty dope. Talks about the false darkness, the children of false darkness. You know what I'm saying? Shows like the idea of black magic, white magic, as like these spiritual axioms and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about black magic and white magic is basically good psychic, good mental, spiritual versus negative. You know what I'm saying? This is a good book right here. It's kind of confusing, but that makes it better. Brother of the Third Degree. So this book right here, esoteric novel about secret societies, higher initiation, and the final enlightenment. So this is more like a book, right? It's still a good book from what I've read so far. When I opened it up, I seen one of my favorite quotes of all time. There is principle proof. There's a principle proof against all arguments, a bat against all progress, and which, if persisted in, cannot but keep the mind in everlasting ignorance, and that is contempt prior to examination. That's right there. That's Pele and also Herbert Spencer. So it's basically about a book about this guy's journey and stuff, you know what I'm saying, in these secret societies, talking about, look, right here, the white brotherhood, like the Hermetic brotherhood of light and shit, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to read like a good book and stuff that can like explain some of these things to you and shit without like basically giving you any of the secrets that you learn from the initiation, but still giving you the secrets that you can learn without initiation, this is a good book right here. Of course, this is a good book to have. Rosicrucian and Masonic Origins, just for the reason is like, I was kind of like, my grandfather was a Mason. So if all Masons are evil, that's like telling me my grandfather was evil. Like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, well, he was a low-level nigga. My fucking grandfather. Nigga's like the patriarch of our whole family. He wasn't no low-level Mason. He was a good man. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he learned in that shit, he took and made it positive. So this is just the origins and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, not all of it, but if you want to learn more about the history, like if you want to do like a book report on some shit and get like closer to understanding, of course you're gonna go through many, bro. There's so many books on secret societies and origins, just like that. It's still good to look and learn, you know what I'm saying? This is The Cloud in the Sanctuary. This is written by the guy who was in the Illuminati that left, and this is basically about like kind of like his story and why he left. Also, it's edited by A.E. White, which is the guy who makes the tarot decks and shit. This is a good book. Actually, I saw this book on ODD TV video where they brought it up, and I was like, I had to get it. That's how I got it. Got some more books. Chicken Kabbalah. This is actually bought this, but I realized I bought the second part first. I haven't read it yet. I gotta get the first part. About this the son of Chicken Kabbalah. I need Chicken Kabbalah. This is by Lama the Cat, oldest member of the order. Dude's fucking hella cool, man. If you want to learn about anything about OT and masonry and shit, bro, secret societies, and you got YouTube, Google Lama the Cat, man, because he kicks it so neatly. He makes it really understandable and really easy to understand. This guy's the reason why I ended up joining the OTO, because like I was fucking scared. I thought the niggas gonna steal my soul. I swear to God, I did, bro. I thought they was gonna fucking do all kind of weird shit, and he broke it down. I was like, oh shit, okay, and like what he broke it down, that's been my experience. He's a hella cool dude, Aleister Crowley. My nigga. And no key and magic. Yeah, okay. Aleister Crowley did a lot of shit I don't do, but still, the nigga was a very, very fucking smart dude. Hella fucking smart. And this is one of his books. So basically, this book is about Enochian magic. He basically breaks it all fucking down. His whole process of how he was able to summon Taranzan or whatever and shit. Is it evil? Who fucking knows? But, you seen that? Swastika. So, there's a swastika, but then that's a Vedic symbol. That has nothing to do with the Nazis and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just something like if you want to learn, if you're down with Solomon magic and the aethers and the fucking and all that shit, this is definitely something you want to check out. Definitely. If you're down with the keys, Testament of Solomon and shit. Oh, speaking of that, nigga, Solomon's Key. So I bought both these books together. I have not read them yet because I'm like I told you, I'm 5 books back. Probably actually 9 books back. Yeah, Solomon Key. This is the symbol, is the lost symbol of masonry. You know what I'm saying? Is this. So this is by Lon Mal-Duquette and an introduction by James Westerman. So you may have seen James Westerman if you've ever watched any like secret society documentaries on YouTube. He may pop up at a time every once in a while and shit. You know what I'm saying? Lon Mal-Duquette is a Freemason. He is in the OTO. He was in the OTO first and then joined Masonry. He is Blue Lodge. He's a 33rd degree Freemason as well. And a gentleman last night told me, well, you can't be in the OTO and believe what you guys believe and be a Mason. Bullshit. I even know of a Masonic lodge in New Orleans that has the Book of the Law of Thelema as their great light. Boom. Still a good book. I haven't got into it yet, but I will. And this is my favorite writers. Eliphas Levi. Louis Alphonse Constant. This dude is the guy who made the picture of Baphomet. He was a Catholic priest, a high-ranking priest, and he abandoned the faith because he seen all the bullshit that was going on, all the fucked up shit. The fucked up shit. You know what I'm talking about, right? And he left it, and he basically started like writing his own fucking understanding, man. Like this dude is so fucking. I mean, like you got Aleister Crowley. All right, cool. So Aleister Crowley's like kind of like if you mix up Eliphas Levi and you mix like Manly Hall and like Albert Pike and Anton LaVey to one person, you get Aleister Crowley. But Eliphas Levi, bro, this dude is fucking. He's like hella smart, and actually, you can like get this nigga's fucking reading or some of his books on YouTube. They're audiobooks. This right here, Principle of Higher Knowledge. I haven't gotten this one yet, but I told you I have like 15 books. So this looks like a good book. I'm about to get into it. But if you want to check it out, that's it right there. This right here is a book my friend wrote, The Secret and Truth of the Ages. Pretty cool dude, man. He talks about like the divine feminine and all kind of crazy stuff. But it's a dope book. This book right here, I started reading a little bit, checking the first 10 pages. This basically is like, if you want to know where all the Illuminati conspiracies come from fucking this book right here, from Robert Anton Wilson. So he put this book together, right, back in the day. And it's more like a funny book. It's fiction, though, because it has truth in it. But he was basically making fun of the people's superstitious beliefs about the Illuminati. And actually, a lot of the fucking fucked up beliefs came from this book. Oh, they were doing this, they were doing that. It came from this fucking book. Oh, yeah, here. My brother when I was joining the Masonic Lodge, gave me this. The Masonic Lodge and shit. Basically, this is one of the most boringest fucking books I ever fucking read. I wish I never read it because I don't fucking care about it's just like law. All the law that a lodge operates under. Almost done. AA shit, 12 steps, 12 traditions. Masonic Bible. Is it evil? I guess it is. Look, it's an evil book. You see all the evilness in it? Especially that symbol, it's evil. This book bites people and fucking steals people from people and trips people. Robs people at night. This is a good book right here. Secret Destiny of America. If you want to know what's going on and like have more understanding about our nation, get this book by Manly Hall. You know what I'm saying? This is a really good book, man. This is hella deep. And you know what? This will help improve your knowledge of your own country. You'll start remembering things from school, like, oh, now that's why they did that. That makes more sense when he puts it together here. There's a book, The Freemasons Code, It's a pretty decent book, man. It's like a history book and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about like, you know, the Templars and this and that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of imagery and stuff. So if you want to like get a non-fucking, of course, oh, this is caping for Masons. Like, nigga, you have to fucking research both sides of the fucking story straight up. If you really are down for, you know, saying knowledge and shit. If you have an open mind, you will never be misled because you're looking for truth. That's why your mind is open and you will always find the truth. Always. This right here, my girl got me this 2 years ago. Sober dad, which that I am. You know what I'm saying? I see, look, ain't all about esoterics and occult shit, bro. I'm really trying to live a better life, be a better man. Allow me to introduce myself. Oh, who's that nigga? The Baphomet? No, not again. He's out to get me. I almost owe him money. Fuck that shit. It's an insider guide to the occult. This book is dope because, like, basically, Lon got all his best fucking, all thought he things that he thought were the best fucking shit he wrote, and he put in like a greatest hits, man. So you'll get some really good knowledge that will help you, bro. If you trying to learn more, he puts in a way that it makes it like, oh shit, I was scared of that. Boy, he just put it like, nigga, yeah, it ain't serious and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get that dogma superstition out your heart. Nigga, the last of it. The little red book, AA shit. The book of the law. This is the book of the law. This is what I bought before I first joined the OTO. Before I joined it, I bought this, I read it. And they said to burn it at the end. I didn't burn it because you're not supposed to burn it. It just says that. It's a big book dictionary because when I'm learning about AA, I need to know my fucking history. I need to know the definition of words, bro. This is the Quran, nigga. I told you I fuck with this shit. Doesn't mean I'm about to blow some niggas up or some weird ass shit. Look, that's my little sister. That's my son. He was like fucking like 2 years old, 2.5 years old, 3 years old. I'm gonna picture of. Yeah, that's my little sister. That's my little boy. I love that little nigga. This nigga getting old enough. He's 6. He getting old enough to steal on me if he wanted to. This book right here, I got this when I first got sober. The Tao of the Wu, man. You know what? I respect the RZA so much, bro, because the shit that he's accomplished in his life, that shit is so important to me, my nigga. Because he's always stayed a positive role model and for black people and shit. And he the motherfucking RZA, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga got the knowledge. He put it in here, his life, like in the form of initiations and shit. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of positive fucking positive shit in here, you know what I'm saying? That helped me on my journey in AA. This right here is a Christian book, Shattering Strongholds. Somebody gave it to me, or my girl gave it to me and shit. I read like half of it, I believe. But basically, it's like the old, you know, spiritual, we will overcome type shit, Christian shit. Ain't nothing bad about it. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you're looking for a devil to come get you, it's like maybe there might be something wrong. If you think a devil gonna come get you. That's that. Hold up. Let me switch my camera. All right, so yeah, those are my books and shit, right? If any of those books, like, you like, man, I like a dope book, you know, just rewind this video after it gets uploaded and shit. Google that bitch and get it, man. I encourage motherfuckers to learn. You know what I'm saying? But I guess ain't nobody trying to come up on the motherfucking live stream and shit. So I'm about to go finish looking. So I've been watching Westworld, right? I'm about to bring my ashtrail. I've been watching Westworld. I'm on like episode 6. That shit's so deep. Like Westworld season 3, that shit got me thinking, nigga, like what's really going on and shit. So I'm about to jump back on that bitch, watch some more of that shit. If I cuss too much and you don't like it, I apologize for the way you feel about things. If you like it, I don't apologize for the way you feel about things. And I'm about to be out. So I'll holler at y'all later on. Peace and love.